going to talk about how do you move from the feeling of anxiety into the feeling of confidence and peace. All right. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Arundathi. I am a life purpose and a mindset coach. All right. And I love working on the subconscious mind, and I love using a lot of NLP techniques into my work. And today we're going to do something similar. We're going to use a technique called visual rehearsals. All right. And this technique is going to help you talk directly to your subconscious so that we can move from anxiety into the feeling of confidence, into the feeling of calm. Now, your subconscious, all right, your subconscious runs most of your decisions and most of the actions that you take in your life. So talking directly to your subconscious is going to help us move that emotion out and replace it with a much more powerful emotion. Now keep in mind, this technique is really powerful because we're talking directly to your subconscious mind. And like I mentioned, your subconscious is the one that's taking the major decisions in your life. It's everything you do is related to your subconscious mind and the beliefs that you have stored in your subconscious mind and the values that you have stored in your subconscious mind. All right. And our subconscious mind is programmed from a very young age. Now, what we're going to do with this technique, we're going to try to reprogram it with a new feeling. All right, let's get into the technique. The technique is called visual rehearsal. What we're going to do here is we're going to brainwash your mind into thinking of different scenarios. Now, think about the situation that's creating a lot of anxiety for you. All right. If you realize the situation that's creating a lot of anxiety is also the worst case scenario in your mind. Right? Whatever the situation is, because you're thinking about the worst case scenario, it's generating that anxiety in your body, in you. Okay? So with this technique, I want you to think about the other situations that could occur rather than just the worst case scenario. So the other scenarios, ideally, I would like you to think about the best case scenario. So if you could close your eyes, all right, and think about this situation that's creating anxiety, and now think about what would a best case scenario look like in this situation, all right? What if the situation was playing out in its best case scenario? What would be happening in the best case scenario, all right? And how would you be feeling? Now, as you're thinking about the best case scenario, all right, as you're picturing what could go right, I want you to also feel how you would feel when everything is going right, when everything feels really good, all right? And if it's hard for you to feel that, think about how you want to feel, okay? So you would want to feel more calmer, you would want to feel more confident with your present scenario, okay? Now, I want you to stay with this feeling and stay with this visual representation for a few minutes in your mind. As you're doing this, all right, I want you to realize that because you're running the best case scenario in your mind, right, you're brainwashing your subconscious into thinking about what could happen if things are going right. How would I feel? Because your mind has been for a very long time in the worst case scenario, all it can think about is the real bad things that could happen, and all you could feel is a lot of anxiety, maybe even a lot of sadness, all right? But because you're only thinking about the worst case scenario, that is why you're only feeling a lot of anxiety and a lot of sadness. But now when you start thinking about the best case scenario, right, you start feeling calm, you start feeling more confident. You're bringing a new feeling into your body. And the thing is, the way you're feeling right now dictates the actions that you take and the decisions that you take in your life. All right. So staying in that anxiety state, you're not going to probably take any good decisions, right? We all know decisions taken from a place of fear and from a place of anxiety are not very good for us. But think about taking decisions from a place of confidence, from a place of peace. Imagine the quality of those decisions and the actions coming from that feeling. So much better, right? That anxiety is not serving you in any way. So let go of that anxiety, all right? And bring this new feeling in. Start being in this place of peace and in this place of confidence. And using this technique will very quickly help you adapt into this new feeling. I would love for you to actually spend 2 to 3 minutes almost every day, right? So that you are constantly brainwashing your mind into other scenarios, into the best case scenario. And while doing that, you're also bringing the better feelings into your body, that of confidence and that of calmness. Great. And once you bring that feeling in, start taking decisions from that feeling and start taking actions from there. That's how you move from anxiety into another feeling. I hope this was helpful. If you have questions, do let me know. I would love to answer them, and I'll see you next time. All right.